Run. All right.
Wow,
Look, we've already got a couple of hearts out there.
That
Hey,
did not
guys.
take long at all.
I know. I love this new software.
I tell you,
This really
you're good
isn't.
with it.
This isn't new software.
It's just new to us. It's kind of like going and buying a used car.
Hey, this says that we're on a preview. Say hi, guys, if you're out there. I hope we are actually live and not on a preview. We are going to be talking tonight, but we're going to do a few
I'll check your knowledge.
A few introductions here in just a second. Talk about our
Hi, I'm
Disney
Henry.
week. Oh, hi, Henry. How are you?
I'm well. And this is Rita. We've introduced ourselves. We are
each
just
other.
nerds.
We are Disc Nerds, and this is our weekly show that we do every Sunday night at 8:30 p.m. Hey, you know, next Sunday night, we move ahead an hour.
Ooh,
Did you know?
Is it
Spring forward.
spring forward?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, that works out really good. That's my spring break. So
You have a whole week to get used to
I
it?
have a whole week to get used to it. Yeah.
will not.
Yeah. So, if you're joining us, just jump on in and say hi. We're just going to chat for a little bit until it's time to get this show going. Hey, it's been a great week. I've been a busy, busy lady. I had a last-minute vacation get booked.
You did?
Yeah, I've actually been quite busy between the travel planning business and also the other job. So it's been quite a busy week. But yeah, I got to do a last-minute vacation for March. I love last-minute vacations. I love planning them. Because it's like, what can you snag here? And it all happens at once, and it happens really fast. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
I'm good.
You're good? How's your week?
You know, it was pretty good.
We were kind of separated again.
We were separated again. It seems we do that more often than what we would like to sometimes. So
Yep.
I'm taking this. Thank you.
So you've kind of got the computer like turned this way a little bit.
Because you know what? Most weeks, this is where I'm at. See, I'm sitting like right in here. There we go. That's where you like to position me at for some reason. So I thought I would rearrange it a little bit so that I did not have to, I don't know, crawl into your chair so that I'm seeing.
That's cool. I just am used to like, I'm not used to looking that way.
Oh, okay.
There.
That's fair.
Anyway, that's
pretty
okay.
pretty comfortable for me to do it.
I'm sure. The angle is for you this evening. All right, so tonight we are going to be talking.
It's all about the Henry today.
It's all about Henry. We are going to be talking about the Flower and Garden Festival, 2018 Flower and Garden Festival, and what you should know before you go. And I've been gathering lots of information. We have not been down yet this year.
We have not?
It just started. Do you know what day it started?
Oh. On the 1st or 2nd?
No.
It was actually in February?
Yep.
Oh, wow. I thought it was only just like a couple days ago.
February 28th.
Okay. Oh, well, that's just Wednesday. Okay, I was off by a day.
I
was going to say the first concert did not start until the 2nd.
Okay, who was? No, I can't remember who it was.
I didn't check. It wasn't somebody that jumped out at me. But it's amazing. Sometimes you'll see some of these groups and you go, I have no idea. And then you look at their songs and you go, oh, I know those songs.
Oh, it's the people who sang the
Sister something.
Sister Christian.
Yes.
Sister Christian. Oh, never mind. I'm going to spare you guys.
I have no idea what you're singing.
Oh, Motorhead. Okay, so I have very specific memory with that song.
Obviously. I, on the other hand, do not.
I was young. I mean, like...
we're the same age.
Yes. But I mean, my memory was young, so I have no idea who sings that song. I can't remember. But I specifically remember riding in the car with my dad up to Lookout Mountain.
Okay.
We are from Southeast Tennessee, and Lookout Mountain's in Chattanooga. And for whatever reason, I just remember riding in his Volkswagen Scirocco. This is a very specific memory. Riding up the mountain because he lived on Lookout Mountain for a brief period of time.
Okay.
And listening to that song
on
what I'm sure was KZ106 at the time.
Sure.
Anyway, shout out to KZ106.
That was on an 8-track for you.
Remember, we're the same age.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Hey, I had a car that had an 8-track at one point.
Well, you drove a Rambler.
Well, yeah, I did.
The 8-track was probably installed because
later.
Yeah.
Because it originally came with just an AM radio.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Whenever my grandfather and my dad, who loved to restore cars to their original state. So much that my dad enjoys going and taking the VIN number and finding out the original color off the lot.
Did you say your grandfather liked to do that too?
Well, I didn't
know that.
He liked it being done that way. He didn't like to do it. He just wanted to always. He thought it should be original. So whenever I went to go put a tape deck in the Rambler, you thought I'd ask them to, I don't know, move to a new country or
become communist.
Communist, I was tearing the church down.
Yeah.
So we compromised, and I mounted it underneath, hidden, so that it wouldn't be seen.
Yes. Well, anyway.
All right, sorry. Totally different, random.
That was, nothing about Flower and Garden Festival or Disney. Well, kind of.
Hey, we're talking about, we're rambling.
We are. You're funny. Okay, so tonight our topic is,
We are topic.
Yes.
We are topiary.
We are topiary. Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival 2018. What you should know before you go. So basically, this is going to be a show where we're going to give you a rundown of all the information about the 2018 Flower and Garden Festival. If you go to the Flower and Garden Festival from year to year, honestly, there's not a whole lot that truly changes.
I see that in a lot of the festivals.
Well,
Food and Wine Festival.
Yeah, but the food changes quite a bit at Food and Wine Festival.
It does, and I think the food changes quite a bit also in Flower and Garden.
Yeah, some. Yeah.
So, and the top areas change. Some of the ones
not as much.
Some of the ones that are really good change, but there's always, every year there is another new one that they're experimenting and trying.
True. Absolutely.
When they've got a good one, they don't take it away.
True.
The Beauty and the Beast one's amazing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we're going to be talking about, again, the Flower and Garden Festival. So if you have any questions, we'll do our best to answer them. Can't guarantee that we will be able to answer them as far as...
Oh, I can answer them.
You can?
Yes, the answer might be I don't know, but I can answer them.
Well, as far as the 2018, we haven't been. We've just done our research, and I have to say thank you, YouTube, for helping me with my research. Yep. But so we've got some information for you. In the meantime, I don't think there's any really major revelations or announcements coming out with Disney. I've had some people have been asking me a little bit about Toy Story Land and its opening, and of course,
in case you missed that,
yes,
it is June the 30th of this year,
and we will be there. Not on June 30th.
No, we'll be down about the 6th or so, so we'll be there within the week.
Yep, we'll be there within the week, and then I still have people asking about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
All we're hearing right now is fall of 19.
Yep,
so
that's it. That's all we know.
So I guess it's still got a little ways out. Obviously as we get closer. I mean, you got to think they just announced Toy Story Land, their actual hard date for it. Like a couple weeks ago. Yeah. So 5, 6 months out. So hopefully this time next year we're starting to hear some dates and info on it and get a little closer.
Yeah, cool. All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, so let's get started. Do you have your notes?
I've got some notes over here.
Are your notes on a sticky notepad?
No. I actually have a notepad finally. I found one because I cleaned up my desk.
Oh, nice. You see, the nice mathematician in me has my grid paper. All right, so let's just go
I have a problem with your grid paper. There's
that?
Words on, not lines.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, so let's go ahead and just start about, if you've never been to Flower and Garden Festival, what is the Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival? Every year during spring, usually from March to about the end of May, Epcot puts on this great festival that is centered around horticulture.
Correct.
Yes. And this year is the 25th anniversary. And there are really some really main aspects of the Flower and Garden Festival that I think that is important for you to know. So it gives you an idea of what you need to know before you go so you can decide what you want to do. There are a lot of resources out there on the internet to help you figure out what's good for you and your family for the Flower and Garden Festival. But to put a plug in for Middle of the Magic Travel, we all are experts. We've been going to Flower and Garden. I've been going to Flower and Garden Festival for some time. Lots of people that we know are too. So make sure that you reach out to a travel planner at Middle of the Magic Travel to help you plan that vacation. So with that said, 25th anniversary of Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival. So I'm going to kind of ask you, I'm going to sort of quiz Henry here. He doesn't know it. So if you were going to the Flower and Garden Festival or if you were advising somebody to go to Flower and Garden Festival, what would be the first thing that you would tell them about?
Okay, so I don't know if my advice would be the first thing. What do I look forward to in it?
Okay, go.
Let's go that route with it.
Good.
What do I look for in it? Is because I love to eat, so there's still the food.
Okay,
It always goes around to food. But one of the things that I love about Flower and Garden Festival is the butterfly area.
Okay, so wait, you've taken me two different. I said
did
one thing.
I don't have. I never have one.
Well,
thing.
one thing. Okay, so one thing you said.
Okay, let's go.
Food.
All right,
Let's start with the food.
Sure.
All right, so with the food, you definitely have outdoor kitchens. Now, here's the difference between the Flower Garden Festival and the Food and Wine Festival.
Okay.
This year at the Food and Wine Festival, we had the 35th anniversary.
Correct.
Right? We had 35 food marketplaces. Yes, lots and lots of food. And lots of adventurous foods. Lots of great foods.
Yes.
Wonderful. But here's the difference between Flower Garden Festival and Food and Wine is this year we have 15 outdoor kitchens. So they're not called marketplaces anymore. They're called kitchens. And they have different places to eat. Most of your kitchens are situated within your countries. There are some that are not with the country, obviously. There's one that, I didn't write down all the names of them. And of course,
the Honey Bistro.
But that's the new one this year.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's brand new, and everything there is centered around honey. They have a barbecue place. It's like I don't think they call it barbecue, but smokehouse.
Smokehouse is back there by America.
Yeah. So they've got that. I mean, you've got the fruit sushi over in Japan.
Now stop! You're getting all the stuff that I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, go ahead and talk about what you want to talk about with the food.
You done hit 2 of my 4 things you need to try.
Okay. So do you think this is the number one reason people should go to Flower and Garden Festival?
Every person's going to have a different number one reason why they should go. Mm-hmm. If you're taking your kids...
No, don't go there yet. I'm just asking, do you think this is the number one reason?
Number one reason for Henry? Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
Number one reason for Henry. Henry's the dad of our bunch. I mean, let's face it. You got a dad, and you're trying to talk him into going to the Flower and Garden Festival.
I enjoy eating, and I enjoy trying different adventurous food. So things like the fruit she. How you say that? FRUSHI.
That quickly could have become vulgar.
That could have tried. I corrected myself quickly.
Okay.
But it is a pineapple, strawberry, and melon cut up and put into a coconut rice roll.
Me at melon.
I know I'm not a big fan of the melon part of it, but the rest of it, I would do it with the other 2 of it on there because it looks like a thing of sushi.
It does,
but it is fruit. And the thing is, that's over in HANAMI.
Well,
it's over near that's
Japan.
the name. It's over near Japan. Correct.
Yeah,
that's the name of the place you actually have. It's over near Japan.
It's the kitchen over in
Japan. Yeah, but it has that. It also has I didn't write it down, but they've got a entree piece over there that everyone is raving about.
Udon.
Yeah, the udon.
Yeah.
And they have a specialty drink over there that I would love to try out. Now, granted, it's pineapple.
Wait, is that the pineapple sake drink? Yeah.
Yeah, see, they've got 3 of like the top 10 things out there right now.
Thank you, Tina.
Over in Japan. So that one's a huge part to me. I want to go try the fried cauliflower.
Oh, yeah.
That looks amazing.
Yeah.
So again, guys, I'm an adventurous eater. I want to try other things out. But the great thing about Flower and Garden Festival, Food and Wine Festival, the art. Oh, I just forgot the name of the festival.
Festival of the Arts.
Festival of the Arts. Thank you. All of them have food that's in a small amount that I can go try. And
I'm glad you said that because that's actually what I was going to say. Is before you go, you need to make sure that you have the food. The Disney dining plan, because when you have the Disney dining plan, you can use your snack credits for much of what you are going to purchase.
And you can even take a quick service meal or any meal and downgrade it to 3 snacks.
Yes. Now, with that said, you have to get those 3 snacks all at once. You can't split it up. But hey, we've done that before.
Yeah, we have.
Absolutely. So yeah. Food's
So
a big
you
one.
got there are 4 of them that I saw that I want to really try. The macaroon.
Yeah.
Oh, over in
The
France.
chocolate macaroon. Yeah.
There's a macaroon à la chocolate la chouti. I can't pronounce French. I failed most of my foreign languages.
I love you.
Basically, it's a large chocolate macaroon lollipop.
Yes.
It looks amazing. And the other one I want to try is over in the new place over in the Honey Bistro, and it is BEES-STRO.
Talk about the mascarpone cheesecake.
Yes, it's the wild.
I didn't know about that one.
It is a wildflower honey, local wildflower honey on a whatever cheesecake.
Mascarpone.
Thank you. That. So it's cheesecake with a droplet inside of it of the honey, and then you have orange blossom honey ice cream and a couple of other.
Okay, yeah, that would be very good.
Yeah, and then something else garnished with it that I didn't write down. That I was just like, I just want to try that.
That really appeals to the sweet tooth, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
Yeah,
so there's several different beverages, both adult and kid-friendly beverages that are fantastic to try out. So there's a lot of food, and so for Henry, the food is an important part to it.
Okay.
So
hey, that's cool.
All right.
Now, food is important to me too, but I have to be honest with you. In my experiences, between the differences between just going to the Flower and Garden Festival and having the food, which the food is great. The food is great. It's always great. There are so few options that it's like I'm not in my foodie world at that time. I'm not thinking, oh, I have to go try this, this, and this. I mean, there are some things I'll pick out that I want to try, but like last year I had the candy covered strawberries in China. I mean, there's a few things that I really want to try, but not necessarily why I want to be at the Flower and Garden Festival.
Okay. See, I like the fact that there's less.
Is it less overwhelming?
It's less overwhelming. Okay. I mean, you're talking about 35 kiosks.
Yeah, I can eat 35 kiosks with marketplaces worth of food for sure.
I'm sure, but at some point, even last year, there were several of them we just walked by, and that bothered me because it didn't bother me, but I would have liked to turn around and tried all of it.
Okay.
So 35, 15, maybe a little less.
So it's like your mini food one.
It is a little mini food one for me.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So food. That's the number one for Henry. Okay. Cool. All right. So you also have, not only do you have all the food down there, but you also have the topiaries. Yep. This is really, I think for me, the topiaries are one of my favorite things about the I call it food one, the Flower and Garden Festival. But what I like about the topiaries is that they don't take away from your normal vacation. You're getting to just experience the Flower and Garden Festival, but you're still in vacation mode. Like, we're going to go to this attraction. We're going to see this. And honestly, it's almost like when you get your picture taken next to him, it's almost like getting your picture taken next to a character. Because most of your topiaries, which is pretty fascinating, they're most of them are characters from Disney. If they're not from Disney, they're definitely some type of character that matches the country where you're at. Like in China, it's a dragon, and they have I think a panda bear over there this year. But
I just assumed it was a large version of Mushu.
No, I don't think so.
Not, okay.
Yeah, I could be wrong. But so I really enjoy those topiaries because I know that there was a lot of work that went to put into those. Sure. And they're beautiful to look at. There's always the classic Beauty and the Beast one over in France, Germany with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Mexico has the Three Caballeros.
Oh, Caballeros. Can you name them?
No.
Jose? Panchito?
Donald Duck.
Good job. You got Donald.
I got Donald.
Yep. So, hey, just in case you're just joining us, we are talking about 2018 Flower and Garden Festival. If you have any questions for us, please shoot them out there and let us know what you need to know, or let us know what you think and love about the Flower and Garden Festival, and we will comment back.
Or any other questions you got also. I mean, we have a topic, but, we have been derailed before, and we don't mind that.
We have no problems being derailed.
I derail myself regularly.
All right, so back to the topiaries.
Okay.
Now, here's a really popular topiary, and that is the Lady and the Tramp. Because
Yes.
Lady, what kind of dog is that? A Cocker Spaniel.
Yes.
She's a Cocker Spaniel. And so her ears are this beautiful, kind of like long grass.
Yeah.
And they are found over in Italy.
Italy, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. And guess who's over in Norway?
Olaf?
No.
Oh,
Good try. Good guess.
Okay.
That's logical. Anna and Elsa.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. We
See,
saw.
I guess I would have thought Lady and the Tramp would have been over
There's a troll, I think, over there.
England.
No, because they go out and eat Italian food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, over in England, you will find Winnie the Pooh. I'm trying to think what else is over there. Off the top of my head, I can't quite remember.
Sure.
But that's where you'll find Winnie the Pooh. So yeah, the topiaries are really nice. I really enjoy the work that they put into them. My favorite topiary is always Figment, because Figment shows up.
I think my favorite one is Sorcerer Mickey.
Oh really?
With the broom.
Oh, where is he this year?
I don't know. I remember we were there last year.
Okay. Well, this year at the opening or the entrance of Epcot, we have a whole new topiary, which is Mickey and Minnie, and it's the Fab Five. So
Oh, that's
it's
cool.
really cool.
Very
And there's
nice.
this great little Disney World has this great advertisement out on Facebook right now where it says the magic comes alive at night, and it shows the topiaries coming alive at night. It's really cool.
Oh, that's super cool. All right.
So yeah, if you love flowers, you love the gardening and all that kind of stuff, those topiaries could be really fascinating. Now, I don't love
I was
gardening.
going to say. Wow.
I don't love gardening, but I do enjoy really looking at them. But not only do you have the topiaries along with that, the topiaries, but you have all this gardening. I have to say that the gardens and the flowers that are everywhere, all these pictures that you see out of Epcot, like on the internet, most of them come from the Flower and Garden Festival because they make great pictures. All of the, one of the most, I would say, most photographed parts of Epcot is with the monorail coming through, and there's all these flowers down at the bottom.
Yep.
Hands down, Flower and Garden Festival. I have that picture myself. I actually use it in one of my advertisements. But it's just gorgeous. I mean, the purples and the yellows and the reds, you just cannot find a more beautiful time to be there.
Correct.
And the weather is great too.
Yeah. I'll take spring weather all day long.
Yeah, the weather is wonderful.
You know what my favorite part is?
What?
The butterflies.
Yes. So that is the other no before you go. So you're going to go around, get your little checklist maybe for your topiaries, but then you got your interactive things. Do you know what the the butterfly place is called?
The butterfly place.
It's Tinkerbell's.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, it's Tinkerbell's.
It's a butterfly house.
Yeah.
And our 3-year-old loved it when we were there last year, and I'm sure she will love it next time also. It's so much fun. You get to go in, and all these butterflies are going on. Now, there is something to turn around and look at and check with is that because butterflies hatch or birth, or however you want to say them, they come out of their
metamorphosis.
Sure, they come out of their cocoon kind of at a certain time, and they're not as prominent throughout the whole thing. So that's definitely something to check on. Now, they have several different species of butterflies there.
They have monarchs, don't they?
They do have monarchs. They have several others also, though. So that, because all of them kind of come out at different times.
Okay.
So that it's not, because most of the time almost all your monarchs will come out within the same week to 2 week period. And since the festival goes on from March, April, May, you're 3 months there. You want to be able to have something comes out in March and April, and then so on, so May.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So
I just assumed they were always there. They do have a cool little place where you can see the chrysalis of the butterfly. Much like, I don't know if you guys have ever been to Butterfly Gardens. Hey, Libby. I don't know if you've ever been to Butterfly Gardens in other places. Our local aquarium has a butterfly garden, and you can see the chrysali. I don't know what the plural of that is, but you can see where they are wrapped up, ready to come out. So not only do you have that interactive butterfly garden, which really appeals, like you said, to the kids, but there's also some other interactive spots. Over next to Test Track, they have something called I'm going to get the name wrong, I think. It's like the Flower 500 or the something 500, where kids can go in and play and kind of be interactive.
that's cool. I didn't remember that one.
Yeah. They also have what's called the Harmony, and I'm looking at my notes here, the Harmony Garden Musical Playground, where kids can go in and they can, kids of all ages, can go in and they can play like the instruments. There's this great picture of this little kid playing the xylophone on the internet right now.
Oh, that's cool.
But there's these wonderful places. This year they have a new place that has some mazes and a sensory garden and shaded seating. I haven't done a lot of research on that, and anytime I hear something that is geared towards our kids who need some sensory type of things, I am always like honed in on that. So I'd like to do a little more research and figure a little bit more out about that.
Sure.
Brand new this year. That's all I know about it.
Well, I'm sure we can try and talk to Tracy at some point about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's not been over there yet. I'd be surprised.
Absolutely. So yeah, there's a lot to do for the kids. I think.
Now then, is there something to do for the people that don't?
Well, hold on, I'm not done with the kids.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yes. You know,
I was done with them. They're done. We talked about it, and they're gone.
That's true. One of the things that I think people are always sort of standoffish about Epcot is because they're like, "Oh, my kids enjoy it," you know, da da da. And believe me, I can give you plenty of reasons why your kids would enjoy it, but I can give you a reason why your kids would enjoy the Flower and Garden Festival too, or at least something to keep them occupied, where they'll keep them interested in the Flower and Garden Festivals. Spike. Yes.
That's it.
So at each one of the festivals, well, not even just the festivals, during Easter, they have an Easter egg hunt, and during Christmas, they have like the Chip and Dale Wreath Hunt.
Yep.
And during Food and Wine Festival,
Remy.
Oh, Remy. Thank you. For a moment, I was like, whoa, what? So they have this great little, you can purchase, right?
Yep.
Purchase this little packet where you get stickers, and you put stickers on where you find the character. And for the Flower and Garden Festival, it's a little bee called Spike.
And the cool thing with it is, while the kids get to have a ton of fun with that, at the end of it, you get a little packet. You get to choose between a couple of different ones, and they're all iron-on patches.
I know. I want the Figment patch.
Yeah, I know. I saw the patch, and I'm like, that's super cool. I know last year with the wreath, the Chip and Dale Wreath Hunt, they had little stick buttons that you can turn around and put onto. You know, I know I got a lot of coworkers that have like on their satchel bags and purses and all that, and they've got all these buttons running down and stuff like that. So this is really cool stuff.
Okay, so here's a little dis-nerd moment for you.
All right, nerd down on me.
Okay, and I could be completely wrong on this, but
no.
Spike. Okay, the
Spike.
little bee.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at Spike, and I was like, oh my gosh, why does Spike look so familiar to me?
And?
Well, this is far-fetched.
All right, go for it.
Okay, so back in the day, when Disney Studios was commandeered by the U.S. government during World War II, and they were making their propaganda films.
Yes.
They had made some movies, I think. I'm just trying to pull this one out of my head, and again, this may be way off. But they made some movies where they had like these little gremlins. They were called gremlins, not gremlins like you get water on them at midnight and they turn into something awful. But they were called a gremlin, and they were painted on the sides of warships or airplanes or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Spike to me looks exactly like those gremlins. Are you looking it up?
Oh yeah, I already got the info on him.
Am I right?
Your time period is correct.
Okay, so it's something like that.
Spike, sometimes referred to as Buzz Buzz or Bartington. It's a bee who often tormented. Who did he torment? Do you remember?
Donald.
Correct.
Okay.
In several cartoons in the late 40s and early 50s.
Okay.
He also tormented Pluto in Bumblebee.
Okay. Well, his face looks like the... Anyway.
Well, his original face actually reminds me of some of your bomber bees from the bomber planes. You know, a lot of the guys in World War II would either put on artwork on their side of their stuff of either a bombshell or a bomber bee.
Okay. Well, anyway, so that sort of went off on a little Disney tangent.
Okay.
So I knew it was something from the past.
You are correct.
All right. See?
So
I happen to know my Disney stuff. Okay. So you have the interactive gardens, I guess you could say,
correct.
for the kids. You also have the Spike search for the kids. Anything else for the kids that you can think of?
I don't think the other thing I want to talk about is for the kids necessarily. I mean, it can be,
All right.
but they would have to be from some pretty cool parents to really enjoy it. So, but that's the music concerts also.
Oh, what? Hey, music concerts. Let's go there.
All right.
So,
you got excited about that.
Well, I only wrote down a few names of the music concerts, but there
I only
are
wrote
quite
down
a few.
2, even though there were several of them that I saw. I just want to put down a couple of dates and one to the future.
Okay, so which ones did you put down?
I put down the Village People. Village People will be performing this year.
Yeah, they're like the next to the last concert. Or
They're going to be they're May the 11th and 12th. So if you want to go see the Village People at a free concert.
Yeah. Oh, it's absolutely
Completely free
free.
concert.
The American
So like
Gardens.
Rick Springfield's there this year.
Name one song Rick Springfield is.
Jesse's Girl.
Good.
It was on the internet. I looked at.
I'm impressed.
All right. How about this one?
Read.
That I can read. Good answer. All right.
All right.
Name a song that Herman and the Hermits sang.
Imagine me and you and
Oh,
me.
they do that one?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Um.
Which one would I like or hate?
Oh, I'm Henry VIII. I am Henry VIII. Okay, so
Yep. They're going to be there May the 4th through the 7th.
okay, so I also listed Starship, Smash Mouth, which is more our generation.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I don't really know. I put Rick Springfield and the Village People too, because who doesn't want to see the Village People? I mean, geez, how old are the Village People?
It doesn't matter how
like
old they are.
70.
So,
Hey, Bridget.
But I mean the cool thing with
I'm
it is
serious. Do you really want to see a 70-year-old man in a Native American headdress?
it doesn't. All right, listen.
Sorry.
All right.
I'm not being very nice.
We went to a number of show choir performances this year.
Yes.
And at one of them, whenever they had music playing in between groups, YMCA came on, and every single kid, adult, and grandparent in the room just about jumped up and did the YMCA. It doesn't matter. It's a classic song that people love to do.
I bet it's not the original YMCA. I bet it like
original.
Sorry, original Village People. I bet it's like Menudo. Like they just keep bringing people in.
Kind of the Harlem Globetrotters. They bring new ones in all the time.
They just bring
Probably.
Oh, would you say, Libby? Yeah, I forgot they sang that one. Herman's son. Anyway, yeah, Henry VIII.
Yep, that's me.
Yes. All right, so you got this great concert series that are free, and if you are wanting guaranteed seats for that, you can do the dining package, but you need to talk to us at Middle of the Magic Travel about that. We'll get that straightened out for you. So we've talked about the topiaries, which I definitely think is kind of like this bright, shining light.
Sure.
When it comes in the gardens.
Yep.
When it comes to Flower and Garden Festival, we talked about the food, which is definitely like the number one choice for you.
Yep.
Even though it's only 15 kitchens compared to like 35 when you go to Food and Wine Festival. We talked about what the kids would like to experience, some of the interactive
stuff for the kids and things like that.
Okay,
yep.
So definitely have some things for the kids, including the Search for Spike, and then they also still do the Cook Pot Fun Stops, and those will be flower and garden themed. And so, really, lastly, I only have really one more thing.
Talk about all the tours?
Yeah, the tours. So there are just a few tours that you can take there, and what I love that Disney has done with these tours is they've kind of given there's something for everybody in every price point.
Correct.
Okay, so there are 3 different tours that you can take right now. And one of them is free. One of them is $18, and one I think it's $18.
Yes, $18.
$18, and one of them is $85.
Correct. And really, a lot of it comes down to the amount of time involved with it.
Yes, absolutely. But I will say this: the one tour that is $85, it goes from 9 a.m. to noon. It's 3 hours long.
Correct.
It is led by a Disney horticulturist. So
Correct.
this is going to be your expert. This tour is for the moms and dads out there who absolutely love to garden or are really into the landscaping. Disney is, award-winning landscaping, or for lack of a better term. And, you're going to get a Disney horticulturist who's going to lead you through the entire World Showcase, or at least most of the World Showcase. And you're going to get to see much of the flowers and gardens.
And they're going to talk about how it was all done, kind of the behind-the-scenes aspect of it. I tell you, not just with those, because those are some really cool. If you're a horticulturist, if you just like going out and digging in the dirt and you just want to know a little more about it, stuff like that. If you have a young person in your group, now that group you have to be 16 to do that one. You have to be 16 and older to go on. I did check on that because.
Well, before you move on, what's really cool too about this tour is it's from 9 a.m. to noon. And the thing about being in World Showcase at Epcot is it's not really open at 9 a.m.
Nope,
You can walk through there, but and of course the Frozen Ever After ride is going on at that time. But you can walk through there, and there's so few crowds. It's just a really, really great stroll. That was actually going to be one of my tips.
All right.
But anyway, go ahead.
Smart with it.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, if you want to turn and talk about experts, and I'm going to veer off from the festival just for a second. But if you ever get a chance to do the Behind the Seeds, SEEDS over in Living with the Land, that right there is an amazing festival or a tour. I have a young one that at some point me and her will go through and do it. It's just it's a lot of fun. You get to talk to people that know what they're talking about, and they can explain a lot of stuff with you.
Yep. So you have a horticulturist. Is that what they're called though?
Yes.
In the Living with the Land, I don't know.
No,
but they're there all the time. All right, so you also have another tour, and this one is $18. It only lasts 45 minutes, and it's called the Royal Tea Garden Tour, and it's going to take you through the gardens over in the United Kingdom or England Pavilion, and you're going to get to learn a lot about basically the tea gardens. It's a little bit of an in-depth look, but also you get tea and scones. Sampling of tea and scones.
I do find it interesting that the other two festivals are both done in England. Or tours.
Yeah, I do too. I think that's interesting.
No, that was interesting to me. I thought they would have kind of separated them.
Here's the deal. I know why.
Okay, why?
That's because if you really have ever spent any time over in the UK, you'll find there are kind of like little mazes through the gardens back through there, and so it gives opportunity to be able to do that.
Gotcha.
So yeah, and then the last tour is called the English Tea Garden Tour, and you learn about the history of tea blending. It's about 20 minutes and it's free. Can't beat that.
Yeah. Free
tour. 20 minutes.
Yeah,
but you do have to sign up for these tours, so you need to make sure that you sign up for them quickly because
correct. And you sign up for those.
That one I believe you sign up the day of. I'm pretty sure. Day
of and or right in the they have at the Rose and
Crown.
Yes. Yeah. We just had a dog walk into the room with us, so we both got a little distracted there for a second. So I'm going to convince the dog to go to a different room.
Well, all to say, that's really about it. We've gone through all the things that you need to know. If I had to give you a couple of tips, I think the last one I'll give is going to be the obvious one, but
the obvious tip is go ahead and plan your trip through us. We'll take care of all the problems.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. But I definitely would take the time to, slow down while you're there. And, we all get to, at least most of us who are going for the day, who are not local to the parks down in Orlando. But we're going to get there at 9 a.m. and we're going to go straight for our rides and all that kind of stuff. That's hilarious, Bridget. Thank you. I can't wait to tell my daughter you said that, actually. Take some time to walk through the World Showcase and watch them dump the tea in the lagoon. Just kidding.
No, I'm totally. I gotta convince one of my friends next time they're over there to go up for one of the tea blending and ask them how well the tea blended with the water in Boston. That'd be great.
You're funny. They do that after the concerts.
Oh, really?
Over in the American Pavilion.
Nice.
Anyway, I'm just kidding. All right, so definitely take some time to. What is that noise?
That was the dog who just managed to walk into the room and turn on a lightsaber.
With that said, Maybe we should
We
just
love you
say
guys.
good night.
See
Hey,
y'all.
listen, I definitely want to tell you, and I'm going to go ahead and schedule this show so we can go ahead and share this out, because we have a really important show next week. We are going to be talking about allergies, food allergies, and how to take care of that. If you have a child with food allergies and you're going to a Disney destination, whether it's Disney World or Disney Cruise Line, Sarah, Disney family problems. Yes, when a dog walks in the room and a lightsaber goes off, yeah, I think that's definitely Disney family problems. So please make sure that you share out as soon as you see that scheduled show, share out, because I think this is going to be really important for folks to learn about how to deal with Disney allergies, or your child with Disney allergies. So with that said, look, Sarah said Disney family problems.
Yes.
Those are definitely Disney family problems.
Oh.
I trip on lightsabers all the time. Yes, we do too. We do too.
We have regular lightsaber battles too.
Yeah, it makes for a fun life.
It does.
Yep, our Disney life. You can't go wrong with it. So, all right. Well, with that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I guess we'll see you 8:30 next week.
Yep, Walt Disney World time. You didn't set me up very well on that.
Have a fantastic week, guys.
Thanks, guys.